Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. No astrology with these little ones, little short tarot dailies, but suffice to say, I always pretty much know where the moon and the other planets are, so I might throw in that type of information without referencing where I'm getting it from. But anyway, if you want the weekly astrology, those are always uploaded, and I do have those time-stamped, so you can scroll, or actually just pop in the timestamps to get the daily download. So anyway, as you can see, I'm using Jamie Sawyer's Out of Hand deck. It's a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but with her own artwork, so I really appreciate it. And this is your reading for Friday, January 2nd, 2023. Okay, this first card has popped up, and I have allowed for reversal, so we'll see. Oh yeah, okay, so I'll read it both ways, but, oops, hold on, let me bring the camera down a little. So you can see the artwork a little better. So far we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Now, traditionally, this is our card of the Wounded Warrior. It's our card of feeling a little exhausted, you know, when it comes through. It can be both upright and reverse, those meanings. But let's see what other cards come through. We do have some intense astrological transits going on at the same time. So, oh yeah, the Hierophant, lesson plans, studying, yeah. Bringing things together in a very cohesive way is what I just heard. And so maybe the Nine of Wands reversed, it has so much to do with endurance. Oh, and then we have the Two of Swords. So we're trying to make plans and decisions. I love how she put the little astro symbols in there. It's a moon in Libra with the Two of Swords. So let's see. With the Hierophant, we're in Taurus, territory. And we do have Jupiter conjunct the North Node in Taurus going on, right? It's pretty much exact today. So we are all headed in the direction of healing our belief system, healing our values, healing appearance values, letting go of what the neighbors may think, right? Because like Louise Hay says, that's none of our business, what anyone else thinks about us. Only focusing on what matters to you most. So there's a lot of prioritizing with the Hierophant. And, you know, just like someone commented today in one of my videos, I just loved what she said. And I apologize, I don't remember who said it, but she said, we can always learn and keep learning no matter how old we are. It might have been Hilda. Anyway, I love my Hilda. Hilda Flores is just such an awesome support to my channel. I really love her. And she's so funny. You're funny, Hilda, if you're listening. Okay, so the Nine of Wands reversed, focusing in on that one. I'm feeling like with a combination of these other two, needing to make a decision, coming out of denial with the Two of Swords, being sure that you're headed in the direction that you emotionally want to go, because we're talking about the moon in Libra, and trying to stay balanced. Now, getting out of denial with relationships. So maybe this has to do with writing an email or a text and being very careful about what you say, but you're in your own heart, and you're in your own guts, and you're in your own soul, and you're not giving yourself away anymore, is what I just heard with that one. Not giving yourself away anymore. Yeah, so that's intense. That goes with, the moon in Scorpio today is intense. Yeah. Especially with the other aspects. Yeah. Okay. So, what else with this Nine of Wands reversed? She's in this artwork here. We're dealing with carpal tunnel and endurance. It's the moon in Sag, so it's working with your intuition, but also really focused on, it's interesting we have all this moon energy here with both of these cards. With the moon in Sag, we're wanting to go in a certain direction. We're trying to connect the dots, and we're focusing again on what matters to us. Sag to me is a very directional sign, but it's connected to our intuition. It's connected to moving forward in a way that matters most, and you're kind of finding your way as you go. Now, it goes quickly. The Sagittarius energy moves quickly. It is a fire sign. So we have air and fire, but we're very grounded with the Hierophant. Fire and air do work well together. So, but anyway, because it came through reversed, that brings in that little extra element of working to not feel so overwhelmed, maybe slowing down, because like I said, fire signs move very quickly. So, but also not giving up, and there's something here about relationship issues, and maybe it's working out, just making plans for what matters most to you, where you're deciding you're just not going to compromise anymore. You are going to defensively hold your line, with this Nine of Wands reversed. But you could be feeling kind of overwhelmed about it. So let that go. It is what I would do, is not let yourself get overwhelmed if it comes to thinking about relationships. Always bring it back to yourself. The Hierophant is one of those tricky cards where we're talking what's traditional, but it's also our card of spiritual law. One of the cards there are so many of the majors that bring in spiritual law, but there are spiritual principles in this card if we get out of the traditional realm. But then again, the forces of love that created the universe there's spiritual order, natural law there already. So, but it did come through upright, so I don't feel like there's rebellion. I feel like you have to be careful with expectations with this card, like thinking, well, everybody's going to do the right thing because it's the right way to go, right? Well, no, a lot of people don't. And so if you're in any relationship that has you feeling overwhelmed, just let it go for the day. Let it go for the day. Focus on yourself. Get yourself back to balance. Don't deny what's going on with that Two of Swords, but get yourself back to that place where you feel very centered and you are your own authority. We each have our own natural, the spiritual laws are within all of us. They're within our soul. They're coming from our spirit, and they're within our soul and our body. And the way to work with that is just to keep coming back to yourself. It's a place where no one needs any book or any religion or anything to let you know what's right and what's wrong. We all know that kindness is the only thing that really matters, and love is always the most important thing. But to bring it back home and have your self-love, now that is sometimes a challenge, right? So if we can just let go, take a deep breath, exhale again, let go, and do our best to stay balanced and out of that realm of thinking that you have to defend yourself in a relationship. If you're in a relationship like that where you're feeling defended, then it's better to just let that go, at least for today, and find your way back to yourself. Stay very, very centered. If you can, do your best to stay centered. Okay. I hope it's a wonderful day. Let me know how it goes for you. Take good care. Bye.